Americans do. So because everybody knows that you have debt, oh, people love to advertise to you. So just the other night, I was listening to the radio, and here's what this commercial says. Did you know, everybody, that credit counseling services are in bed with the credit card companies? You don't want to be in bed with the credit card companies. You want to use debt settlement companies. We're out for you. We're not in bed with the credit card companies. Really? Really? Do you even know the difference between a credit counseling service, also known as a debt management program, and a debt settlement company? Probably don't, but you're going to now. Listen, debt management programs, counseling, credit services, those types of companies are non-profit. You may know them by the NFCC, ACA, CCCS. All of them are non-profits that absolutely are funded by the credit card companies. Now, why would the credit card companies fund a credit counseling service? Well, I'll tell you why. The credit card companies want their money back, and they would rather have something than nothing. So they fund these counseling services so that when you go in and you see them, you get educated, you set up a payment program. You literally make one payment to this counseling service. They turn around and they pay your creditors for you. Because of that situation, the credit card companies are willing to lower your interest rates down considerably from what you are currently paying. Actually, possibly down to zero. Does it hurt your FICO score? No, it doesn't hurt your FICO score. In fact, to claim bankruptcy, you have to even go and see one of these companies by law, or you can't claim bankruptcy. So they're good companies that you should look into. Now, what is a debt settlement company? A debt settlement company is a company that calls you up and says, hey, I can settle your debt for 50 cents on the dollar. Here's what you have to do. Pay me $800, then you will stop paying your credit cards totally. You'll send me your payments, and I will literally save it for you. Then 6 months from now, I'll make a call to the credit card companies, and maybe you owe the credit card companies $3,000, and what happens? I say to them, I'll pay you $1,500 if you will settle this debt now. Well, the credit card companies look at your credit report. They see that you haven't made it in 6 months. Your FICO score now has gone down to 500, and they go, okay, here's the problem. Number one, it ruins your FICO score. Number two, you're going to pay them $800 up front to do it. Number three, they also get about 15% of the difference between what you owed and what you paid. And number four, you will owe income taxes possibly on the difference between what you owed and what you paid. Listen, if you want to go that route, okay, but you don't need them to do that for you. You can do that yourself. You stop making payments. You save your own money. You call the credit cards up in 6 months, and they'll settle with you. You don't need to waste money and use a debt settlement company. Do you hear me? But if you really want to be smart, use a debt management program. Got that? We're going to Michigan, and Jane, you're on the air.